Thanks for tuning in to the Charles Novell School of Music podcast, The Best Day Yet. Here you'll find tips, insight, and information to help your music and your ministry succeed. Whether you're a singer, a musician, or a songwriter, we want to help you where you are, but we also want to help you get to where you want to go. We believe that our talents are God's gift to us, but what we do with those are our gift back to God. Yesterday's information is important, but what we can learn today will make this the best day yet. Hey there, Rob Novell here with the CNS podcast, The Best Day Yet. I truly hope this finds you having your best day yet. You know what? I am extremely thankful for a lot of things. And, that's just going to kind of be our topic today and this week on our episode. Last week, we celebrated Thanksgiving on Thursday. And, man, it's just had me kind of in a mindset of truly taking inventory of the blessings on my life and what God has us doing and how CNS is growing and moving and just God's opening doors, and it's so super exciting. So we're going to talk a little bit about some things there today and just kind of a little bit of vision casting, kind of share where we are, where we're going, and what God has waiting for us at the Charles Novell School of Music to do. And I'm really thankful for that. So hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I shared with my students prior their last lesson before we took a break for Thanksgiving. I gave them an assignment. I'm that teacher to give them homework and an assignment over a break. No, here's what I told them. I said, listen, here's what you need to do on Thanksgiving. You need to eat, watch football, take a nap, wake up, eat again, watch more football, take another nap, and like the shampoo bottle, rinse, lather, rinse, and repeat. That is what that shampoo bottle says. So hope you got plenty of food and time with your family. Man, I had a great time. We were in Ohio. We were home. Man, make no mistake about it. I have a house in Georgia, but Cincinnati, Ohio is home. Go Bearcats. Man, I'm just a transplanted Yankee doing time in the South. Man, I love getting a chance to go home. So Jen's family, my wife's family is all still there in Southern Ohio. So we got to go home over the break and spend time with our family in Ohio, and special time. So hope you had a good Thanksgiving as well. And again, it's really having in a mindset, the song, thanks, I give you thanks, for all you've done in my life. I'm so thankful for, where I find myself. It is, late November of 2022. And, I guess I'm kind of where I envisioned Rob being, but at the same time, I'm not. It's all about God's timing, and we talk about that. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says to trust in the Lord with all of our heart and lean not into our own understanding. In all of our ways acknowledge Him, and what? He will direct our paths. So, there's probably been seasons in my life where I'm somewhere I don't expect to, or didn't expect to be, but God expected me to be there. He planned it. He simply did. So, a little bit of encouragement right off the bat, regardless of your situation, regardless of your surroundings, what it looks like around you, man, it looks great out in front of you because God has gone ahead to prepare the way. Be thankful. Be thankful for seasons. Different times in my life, I look back, and when I was there, I didn't understand potentially why I was in that season, but wow, you get removed from that. You get on the other side, and God makes it super clear as to why you were there. So, man, as I wrap up 2022 and look ahead into 2023, I have one purpose on Rob Novell's life and my family and my ministry. And that is just to stay focused on what it is that God wants me to do. So how do we do that? How do we stay focused on what he has for us to do? We hush. We quit treating him, Thanksgiving's over, so now we roll to Christmas. I think at times we can get so guilty in treating our God as like this holy Santa Claus, where we tell him what we want. We give him our list. And, he checks it twice and realizes that we don't need half the things that we ask for. So, let's get out of the way. Let's quit asking God. Let's quit telling God, wow, there's one. You ever been there? Rob has. And it hasn't worked out well for Rob, where I've told God, here's what we're going to do. In fact, I said it earlier. I spent 35 years saying two things. Number one, I'll never live in the South. And number two, I'll never do church work. Wow. God had a sense of humor. He transplanted me into Atlanta, Georgia on a church staff. Not what was on Rob's radar, but again, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, if we acknowledge him in all our ways, he's going to direct our paths. So, man, I want to encourage you to be thankful for wherever you are, whatever it is God has you doing right now. I put a post on social media last week. I had got done teaching on a Monday night. And I teach at two different church academies in Northeast Atlanta. We live up 85 outside of about 35, 40 minutes out of downtown Atlanta, in a place called Gwinnett County. And I teach at two church music academies here, Hebron Baptist in Decula, Georgia, and then North Metro Baptist in Lawrenceville, Georgia. And man, it's an honor to be part of two church staffs there and be part of their team and part of their school of music and their academies of music. Man, I absolutely love, talk about thankful. I am thankful, A, for the gift of music. And then B, I'm thankful that God's given me some ability to be able to share it and to be able to teach it and to be able to help invest it in lives, because, man, that's what CNS is about. That is what, there's a mantle on the Novell family of teaching. My father absolutely had the gift of communication. He could encourage people. He could motivate people. He could help them find their lane. He was an absolute genius at helping people build on their strengths and develop their weaknesses. He had a way of pointing things out to people in such a way that it was clear and precise. But man, the man had the gift of tact. He knew how to say what he needed to say as he built someone up and not tear them down. And man, that's a gift. I have been around a lot of people in my life that didn't have that gift. They were a lot better at the tearing down than they were the building up. And man, my dad, he cared. I tell people this all the time. Two things about my dad, Charles Novell. He loved God and he loved God's people. And I think his ability to communicate and teach and encourage and motivate and build people up, that gifting that God gave him made my dad who my dad was. And I'm thankful for that today. And I'm thankful for my heritage. I'm thankful for how I was brought up. I had some conversations with someone recently about, maybe a little sheltered, that some may have called it back in the day. But man, I'm thankful that I had two parents that loved me enough to protect me and to try to keep Rob from heading the wrong direction. Man, I had parents that prayed for me. I had parents that supported me. I had parents that equipped me to be a man in life, to be a father in life, to be a husband, to be, in this area, a teacher. Man, my dad taught me by example. He poured into me, he spoke into me, he educated me musically. But the biggest thing that I got from my dad was the example. And sometimes in life, we can get great positive reinforcement examples like I'm talking about with my dad. Other times we can see something done so wrong that our takeaway from that is if we treat people differently than we're seeing an individual maybe handle a situation, we can learn from that. We can learn from the negative. And man, I've been able to do that in my life. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for each and every lesson that God has given me. So, man, I'm thankful for my family. I love my wife. I love my kids. My daughter is also, she is in her first contractual year of teaching in Gwinnett County, Georgia. She has that mantle of teaching on her life. She teaches music. She's teaching elementary education. She's teaching kindergarten, not teaching music in the public schools, but she has and does teach private music. She's just got the gift as well, the ability to communicate and pour into people. She's got a heart for it, and I'm super proud of her. My son, man, he's doing great. He's in the second year of college, and my wife, she is absolutely, I talked a couple weeks ago, she is the calming factor that holds our family together. She's not the type to freak out with situations. On the other side of it, she's very matter-of-factish and just very thorough in the way she approaches things. And I'm thankful for her. My family helps support me and allows me to do what I do with my ministry, with Counterpoint Recording, with my studio, with the Charles Novell School of Music, with my teaching. Man, they're there to support me in what I do. I'm thankful for my mom and her influence on my life still. She speaks into me. There are times that I just need to call mom and have mom tell me some things. I need to run something by her and get her take on things and her advice and her opinion. And I'm thankful for my mom, and I'm thankful for the Charles Novell School of Music staff and for what they mean to my life. We have a very, very, very close-knit staff, and I am so thankful for that, because here's the thing. My dad taught, I heard him say this over and over, and I say it now myself. Harmony on stage starts with harmony off stage. So if I expect my staff to be able to pour into the students that attend the CNS sessions in the summer at our main flagship national school that we have each summer at Murray State University, or whether it's we're doing a regional weekend. We just had a weekend in Cincinnati, Ohio, a couple weeks back, and the staff that I had part of that at that event, or we're doing a thing called creative coaching, where you can study with the staff of the Charles Novell School of Music on a weekly basis. We have students right now that are studying weekly, bi-weekly, once a month. That's the coolest thing about it, is you can get study and education in voice, piano, guitar, bass guitar, drums, songwriting, sound systems, technology, whatever it is that God has called you to do. You can study with our staff around your schedule. We can set the lessons up, whether, again, it's weekly, bi-weekly, once a month. We can get you going with that. If you've got an interest in that, if you need to develop something, you need to work on something, you need help with something, man, reach out to us. You can contact us at info@cnsmusic.com. That email address will get you to our office, and we can talk with you, find out what your needs are, find an instructor best equipped to help you and get that going. So, I'm thankful for my staff, because the cool thing about it, we literally do life together. We had a staff retreat about a month ago now, and we talked about that on a podcast a few episodes back, and it was just a time of us hanging out together. Again, harmony on stage starts with harmony off stage. So we spent time just fellowshipping, hanging out, eating food, sitting around the fire, just talking, laughing, having a good time. Iron sharpening iron, just being friends, being family, being a cohesive team, praying in that setting that God would use us to continue to influence people, to pour into lives. And we honored staff members no longer with us that, God is called home. Again, there's so many questions, so many things that, man, I don't understand. But here's what I do understand. God knows, He sees, He cares. And when things look bleak today, I know that not only is He holding tomorrow in His hand and our tomorrows, but that day, that setting, that situation, I believe we can ask God all kinds of questions. He wants to talk to us. He wants a relationship with us on a daily basis. So I believe we can ask questions. And man, I've asked plenty. I just believe this way. We're not to question God. His will, His plan will be done regardless of how we try to change it, misinterpret it. We have just to sit back, be patient, and wait on Him. So man, our staff, you all, is great. I am so excited about our current staff with the Charles Novell School of Music. We have some new additions to the staff that will be coming on board in 2023. And I'll be super excited. About a month from now, we're going to be starting to make some announcements and unveil some things about CNS 23 that will take place July 16th through the 22nd at Murray State University in Murray, Kentucky. That is about an hour and 40 minutes north of Nashville. If you're not familiar, it sits over in the southwestern corner of Kentucky. In the area, it's south of Paducah, in the area known as the lakes, the Great Lakes, or Great Lakes, not the Great Lakes, Kentucky Lake and Lake Barkley. The land between the lakes is what I was trying to say, in southwestern Kentucky. So we'll be there in July of 2023. Really excited about some announcements that'll be coming out about faculty, new faculty that'll be with us. We already have guests scheduled. We have concerts scheduled. It's going to be absolutely a phenomenal year. So make plans now. And in all seriousness, we have private teacher schedules right now. We're at the end of November. We have teacher schedules that are filling up. So if you have a specific teacher that you want to study with and you have made and are making plans to be with us at CNS 23, you want to get registered sooner than later. I would hate to be able to or have to reach out to you and say, man, I got your application. I see who you requested for a private instructor. However, their schedule is full. I mean, reality is this. There are only so many students that we can assign per instructor because there's only so many hours in that day and so many days in that week, July 16th through the 22nd. So man, reach out to us, get registered early. It is not too early. Registration is open now. You can visit the website, www.cnsmusic.com. You'll see the dates. You'll see right there on the homepage. You'll see a graphic and an announcement for our next national session in Murray State in July. And you click on that. It takes you to a page. Registration is open. There's a registration form that you can fill out right there. Just a $125 deposit is all that is due at time of registration. That will hold and reserve your spot. Happy to announce we are no rate or tuition increase. We are the same fee for 2023 that we've been for the last 2 years, I believe. So excited about that things are going to stay in place financially, but all we need to hold your spot is a $125 registration. And again, register early and you can somewhat be guaranteed the instructor of your choice. So get on that, www.cnsmusic.com. Click on the theme or the graphic there for next year. And I said theme, and here's why. Each year we have a theme. This year's theme for 23 will be then to now. And I'm excited about that because it's really where we are with CNS. And it's kind of, I believe, prophetically speaking, what God is wanting to do and what God is currently doing through the ministry of the Charles Novell School of Music. The school for years has poured into people and encouraged them and built them up and opened doors of ministry opportunity for our students. But that was then, and this is now. And things have changed. Our DNA will always be the same. Man, my dad loved God and he loved God's people. That is always going to be the DNA of the Charles Novell School of Music. Man, we want to honor those that came before us. We want to encourage and uplift and empower those that are here with us, beside us right now. And then, man, we're searching for that next generation. We have, and I'm so excited about this. This past year at CNS 2022 was the first year that we had the Jeff Stice Impact Scholarship Fund. And we had 10 scholarships available that we used for young people. I get this question all the time. What's too young for CNS? What's too old? Man, we've had students 5 years old. We've had them 85 and all points in between, small to tall. It doesn't matter. Man, we're here to help people. We're not here to help adults. We're not here to help just kids. We're not here to cater to this or that. Man, it's whosoever will. We'll get real biblical there for a second. So we have these Jeff Stice Impact Scholarship Funds available again for CNS 2023. If you are a young person or you have a talented young person, you can go to our website, again, www.cnsmusic.com. If you'll navigate on the top, on the toolbar there, if you will navigate to scholarships, we have 3 different scholarships that are available. It's a very simple application process. Click on application, fill that out, submit it. We are going to be at the first of the year praying over the applications that have come in and starting to notify some people and let some people know where we are with those scholarships. So if you're hearing this for the first time, man, get on our website, fill that out. That's an opportunity for a young person to be blessed and be part of CNS 2023. I mean, we have some more regionals coming up the first part of the year. Shortly, we're going to be starting to announce these, get some graphics out, and let you all see what is coming up. We are going to be in the Chattanooga, Tennessee area for a weekend regional in February. Really excited about that. Myself, Tim Owens from the Old Time Preachers Quartet, and then Marianne Oglesby Southerly, just a crazy gifted vocal coach out of Nashville. She runs a ministry called Veranda Ministry there in Gallatin, Tennessee. And Marianne will be with us on that weekend in February. And then the next month, in March, we are going to be in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and out towards the end of North Carolina. Man, North Carolina is so wide. We're going to be there with our own Tara Jackson. Tara's just a phenomenal vocal coach in her own right. She's on our staff, has been for numerous years, and absolutely one of our most popular and requested teachers. So again, y'all, if you're wanting to study with Tara this summer, you need to register now. But we'll be there. Tara will be hosting this at her home church. Tara will be there. I will be there. Corey Isel will be with us. Corey's just phenomenal. She's our events coordinator with CNS, and we don't do what we do without Corey. Corey is a rock star, y'all. She is an absolute ROCKSTAR. We love Corey. We love her. And then Billy Blackwood will be with us that weekend as well, teaching. So those 2 events are coming up. There are a couple other that we're looking at doing in 23. We will be doing a online challenge again with Godsee Media, probably in April. That will be happening in April of 2023. So again, just be listening, be watching for information on that. We've talked so much about the July session, but something else that's going to be happening next year, and I'm really excited about that, or about this. We are kind of wrapping up our online version of CNS for 2022. We had set aside the week of October 24th through the 28th. However, the way our online school works is if you're part of the online school, it's the unique approach, and the unique thing with the online school is you can actually tailor fit it around custom fit it around your schedule. You don't have to take off work. You don't have to miss any days. When you register for the online school, you get 6 weeks access to the content. What is the content? I'm glad you asked. Man, we have over 100 video courses that are accessible on our online school. Here's the cool announcement. Starting in 2023, the online school is going to be available 24/7, 365. You can register any day of the year, and from that point of registration, you're going to get 6 weeks access to complete all of the course of study and all of the information that is there on our online school. So more information is going to be coming out about this, but here's how it's going to work. You can go in and a la carte. You'll be able to, if you need to study music theory, you can sign up just for theory. If you want to bundle some things together, say you're a songwriter, you want to study songwriting, you want to study music theory to get a little better, maybe approach to your writing, and then say you want a guitar class or a guitar lab. You want to learn enough about the guitar to strum and play some of these songs that you're writing. You can bundle those 3 sections together. So you can take the whole course for a fee, or you'll be able to a la carte classes for a fee, or bundle things. And as we bundle, there'll be package prices and specials and savings there, but just super excited about that. All of this stuff, you all, I am so thankful for the doors that God is opening and for things that he's allowing us at the Charles Novell School of Music to do. The best is yet ahead of us. I truly, truly believe that. Man, I'm thankful that I truly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, can say that in spite of situations, in spite of surroundings, in spite of things out of our control, if we are walking with God and we are focused on him like my dad told me to be, then today can truly be in our lives the best day yet. You all stay tuned for more exciting announcements, and be blessed. Thanks for listening to the Charles Novell School of Music podcast, The Best Day Yet. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter under the name the Charles Novell School of Music. And for more information on CNS and our upcoming events, like our online school, our weekend regional sessions, our creative coaching, and our pastor's retreat, you can visit us at our website at www.cnsmusic.com. As you've listened to this episode, we hope that you've gained some information that you can apply to your music and to your ministry to make today the best day yet.